on, guys? Dude, I just found out some crazy news. And I wanted to talk to everybody about it. Oh god, I need to get out of that Discord server. Alright. What's up, gaming? Hopefully you're still there. Okay, so that was a minute ago, so that should be fine. Let's see. Try and message whoever I can. Okay. All right, if you guys. Okay, so here's the news. See if anybody else will come in. You still there, gaming? Dude, I'd love to share this news with you. Okay. All right, I'm going to do since I got one person to talk to, I'll let you guys know. Apparently, Sam Maggs has officially announced that she is leaving Kotor Remake project. So you know what that means. I'm going to bring up the share screen. Come on, Nate, join us, buddy. This is huge, which I told people it wouldn't matter anyways. She was never the lead writer. This is the thing that I've been preaching about since day one. I've been defending it against the haters, against the menace, against all the trash talkers. I've been defending this since day one. Anyone who knows me knows this. I'm a huge defender and advocate for Knights of the Republic. So here we go. I got you gaming, so let's do the share screen. Oh, I'm just gonna make this quick gaming, I promise. Look at that. This says social justice activist Sam Maggs announced she quits Knights of the Republic Remake. This is courtesy of Bounding in the Comics. So there's the original where she says it's happening. Okay, then she announces that. Then it's on her actual thing. However, on her website now claims she quit working on the game. Quit after working on the game for 9 months. She wrote, I was in this project for 9 months. 2021, then I quit. You're going to be okay if you email me or message me about it. I won't see it. So there's really good. Yeah, see her role and then other reports. Her role there was minor compared to others that worked there, which is true. She's moved on to work at Wizards. Yeah. Which was the whole thing. Mr. Matty Plays is really good. He found out all the details. So, yeah. And I guarantee he's going to be reporting on this. Okay. Given it appears scoop regarding Mags find out to be true. So all his research and everything is true. It's all panned out. See, these are others reporting on it now as well. It's possible his other scoops regarding the game could be true as well. See? It's not just scoops, like he did his research. It's beyond scoops, it's facts. It's reporting. These scoops included what's the game's combat system will if I can change his characters. Around the combat, he said, first and foremost, I wanted to talk about some of the action combat we'll see. Job listings that's more confirmed at this point. He continued, what was compared to terms of inspiration does not mean the execution will be like, but inspiration. Looks like God of Wars 2, Neo 2, stuff like that. Let's see. Well, probably because of creative. It was probably creative reasons. Why? She was probably trying to push some SJW ideas and didn't pan out. But let's keep reading to see if we can find out anything else. The YouTuber then noted on the story front, I was told they're staying faithful to the main story outside of some changes to the characters like race, species, name, age. But that's not going to apply to anyone connected to the main plot. So everything staying the same in the main plot. He also noted that the game will include mini games like Swoop Racing and Pizzazz Card Game. And that Aspire plans to remaster the original game's soundtrack for the remake. Awesome. So it's going to be like Final Fantasy VII, just like I said. YouTuber Ryan Kendall reacted to the news that Mags quit, saying, I think that that is good news that she's not working on the project. She was never going to be the lead writer. That information was false. Later he added, it is interesting that after a history on the fans after a lot of backlash, quietly she's not working on the project anymore. Saying she quit, I guess we really don't have any. Of course, it's not a reason to doubt it because it's true. All right. So that's the report, and it's broke, so all the others are talking about it. Every time I'm like, yeah. So that's the thing. Zeno, Sam Mags quit the Kotor remake. It just broke earlier. Yeah. Sam Mags quit as not lead. She was never a lead writer, but a writer on Kotor remake. So, yeah. So she's out. It wasn't going to matter anyways. Because she didn't have enough creative pull to do anything. So, but she announced today that she's quitting. She's no longer part of the Kotor remake writing team, basically. Yeah, probably because that's what she's saying. So I guess. Yeah, Zeno, the day that remember, did you see the Kotor remake trailer? The day that it broke free, that trailer release, Sam Mags, who is known as a SJW writer, an activist, said that she was on the team for Kotor remake. And so then everybody assumed, because she was the only one that broadcast that she was a writer on the team, that she was the lead writer, which was not true, and nobody had any evidence to back that up. But the Menace assumed that, and then they went with it. And then all the Kotor fans, they got in this huge frenzy, and it was just, yeah. She was never the lead writer, so it really didn't matter. But the people who were all worried about Sam Mags having any influence on the project, it just put them at ease, pretty much. So, yeah. I've been defending Kotor Remake since day one. Anyone who knows me knows that. I love Knights of the Old Republic. I love the Old Republic era. It's my favorite era in all of Star Wars. I think the writing and idea is cool. I'd love to see it live action. If it doesn't happen, okay, but it's just something that I think would be cool. It's like how you have a lot of Rebels and Clone Wars fans that would love to see their stuff go full live action, which is actually finally happening. So it's awesome. Yeah, good riddance. I definitely agree, Zeno. Yeah. Okay, gaming. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you the news. But yeah, she's out. I didn't care that she was on the project in the first place. If this eases people, good for them. Like, but yeah, what do you guys think? Trying to see if I can get more people in here. And join us, Nate. There he is. Hey, Nate. What's going on, buddy? All right, Nate. I got some great news, Nate. Sam Maggs has officially quit the Kotor remake team, the writing team for the game. So she's no longer going to be working. She's no longer going to be working on Kotor remake. I got both Kotors on my Series S, and I'll be hell yeah, Zeno. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Do you have PlayStation and Xbox, or are you just waiting for when they do open platform Xbox to have Kotor remake on there? Either way, it's cool, dude. Yeah, I got a PS5 just so I could get it first, and I really like the PS5 so far. Streaming has been fun for the most part, and I like the gameplay and everything. I really love my PS5. It's cool. Yeah, so that's the news, Nate. If you guys want to join and we can talk a little bit about it, that's up to you. Just let me know. Yep. Okay, I'm going to do the shared screen again, Nate, so you can see it. Okay, buddy? Oh, you just have a PS4. Hell yeah, dude. I got a PS4 as well. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. PlayStation all day, buddy. I'm a PlayStation guy. All right. So here's the headline, Nate. Social act, and this is courtesy bounding it into comics, but a lot of people are reporting on it. We can do more research if you guys want. I have no problem doing that. Social justice activist Sam Maggs announced she quits Knights of the Old Republic remake. See ya. Freaking awesome. Mr. Matty Plays is a really good source for because he's been doing more research than I have, and that's where I get my stuff from. He legitimately he goes on LinkedIn and everything. Like he deep dives like crazy into it. So let's see. Hang on a second, guys. Oh, okay. So you can't go. That's cool. Yep. So you got that. Well, Xeno at first is going to be on PS. What they're saying is at first it's going to be on PS5 and PC for a limited time, and then it's going to move over to the other consoles. So like your PS4, I think this year they're going to do I think they're going to do Kotor HD for PS4 and stuff. That way PS4 and PS5 so they can get people ready for the remake. It's kind of like what they did for Final Fantasy VII right before Final Fantasy VII Remake happened. So pretty much the same thing. So you'll have HD, and then they should do the remake. I don't think the remake's going to come out till next year. To be honest with you. Because like if they're only been working on it for 9 months, some games like look how long it took them to freaking complete Kingdom Hearts 3. That took years. And then a lot of the, and then I think they're working on Final Fantasy VII Remake for like 7 years, or it could be more before that shit came out. So yeah. So we still got some time. It's starting out, it's going to be PS5 and PC, but then I think it'll branch off. There is no way that they are not putting this on freaking Xbox Series S or something like that. Like, but yeah, guys. Well, I was gonna say, what are your guys' thoughts? But like, there's Nate's thoughts right there. Yeah, I know. I've been off for about a week, so just relax and recuperate, and just all wait. Yeah, and that was when the trailer reveal was in September, so it could be different. It could be different now. Who knows? Aspire wants to cross all platforms, so it might be on Xbox or PS4. Who knows? As of right now, it's only on PS5 and PC, but that could change. And like this type of stuff always changes. So it could be anything. Hang on 1 second, guys. Yeah, dudes. Let's see if I can find any more information on it. Because that's bounding in the comics. I want more than one source. Of course, the Menace was reporting on this. Let's see. Bounding. When was that? Oh my God, this stuff is going back. So yeah, this is pretty fresh off the press. So, oh, they even started a petition. They might have had a lot of reasons for getting rid of her. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, dude. Well, what do you guys? You guys got any more thoughts or anything like that? Let's see. Why do they have Mandy on my timeline, dude? She don't even talk to me. I'll leave that up for a second. I did not want that. You got Nate, you're hilarious. Okay, let me get that in. See if Blinded's still awake. Ninja Turtle video game needs to happen. Nate, are you smoking crack, dude? Like freaking, how many Ninja Turtle games do we need? And trust me, I love Ninja Turtles. I'm glad you brought that up, Nate. I'm doing the OG Ninja Turtle discussion. Let me bring up the share screen so I can show you what I did. I'm doing a stream tomorrow afternoon. Nate said he could co-host with me, which is cool. So let me pull it up here. I'm gonna show you guys what I got planned for tomorrow. Wednesday, we're going to be doing Star Wars talk, and I'm going to have Brian here as my guest, so it's going to be really fun. Let's see. Let's go ahead and there we go. What do you guys think? Is that a good pick? Did I do all right? Maybe I should have centered it a little bit more. I don't want to cut out Donatello, though. Yeah, maybe I should have centered that a little better. Yeah, what do you guys think? Ninja Turtles video games needs to have it. I want to see video games that like. I want to see like a Power Rangers video game, which we haven't got that in a while. We got the Power of the Grid, but that's like a fantasy one. That's not based on legit Power Rangers. That's like in this fantasy comic world, what would happen? But yeah, I'm gonna review the 1990 Ninja Turtle movie tomorrow. Yes, Ninja Turtles are freaking awesome, dude. I love turtles. Love all that stuff. Let's start reviewing a lot more stuff. The actual Power Rangers, yeah. Like the Lord Drakkon stuff, that's fantasy. That's not actually canon. You know that, right? I think the closest it came to canon was Ninja Steel. Am I right, Nate? Ninja Steel, where they were doing all the crossovers and stuff. That was close. Yeah, I gotta send me that link again in the freaking in our DMs. That way I can watch some of those movies. I got Young Frankenstein and I got Spaceballs, but I need to watch the others and I can't without paying for it. So send me the link to the movie website again on the DMs and I'll check that out tomorrow. Yeah. So well, Ninja Steel is canon, but I'm like the Lord Drakkon stuff, the Lord Drakkon stuff, and that kind of thing. Power Rangers has like the most open canon on the planet, so yeah. Did you guys watch that halftime show at the Super Bowl? Dude, that was so cool. Me being a 90s fan of all music genres back in the 90s, having Dre and Snoop and Eminem and them guys there was just so cool. So, and my wife Rachel's a huge Mary J. Blige fan. She loves Mary J. Blige. So that was cool, dude. Like, we all had fun. Yeah, thanks, man. Awesome. Thanks. Got it, Nate. But yeah, so you guys who get freaked out by the SJWs, you ain't got to worry about it anymore. So we can be happy and excited like we used to be. And just because I love every single one of you guys, I'm going to go ahead and play Kotor Remake trailer. What do you think? What do you think, Michael? You want to see Kotor Remake trailer?
Sure, yes.
All right, see, my kid wants to watch it, so we're going to do it. All right, I love this. Let me do the split screen. Yeah, I saw. I got it, buddy. Thanks. All right. So we're gonna watch this Kotor remake trailer real quick, guys. I hope you all enjoy.
Peace is alive. That is what the seed need. They promised power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest threat in generations. They must stop it.
All right, there we go. Love it. Love it. Hey, Travis. Oh, good news. Freaking Sam Maggs freaking quit the KOTOR remake team. So, you got to worry about that. Yeah. I was breaking the news, talking about other stuff. Yeah. Anything you guys want to talk about? Heck yeah, dude. Yep. So we're back on track. And I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be more happy because we just get things the way they used to be, man. Which is fun. Oh my god. Hey, Nate, I saw the video you sent me. Saw the video you sent me last night. Yeah, I've been watching Nostalgia Critic for a little bit. I always want to know whatever happened to Fox Kids, and like, so he popped up when I started looking at like what happened in the shows and why did they end and all that. So, yeah, that was really funny. But that was freaking hilarious. All right, so I'm gonna play another video from you guys. It's gonna make you laugh. Let's see. You guys like some Batman? You guys like some Batman? Well, I'm gonna play some Batman for you. This guy's gonna make you freaking laugh your butt off. All right, let me bring up the share screen again. All right, here we go. Oh, it will. It will. It's like a limited release for PS5, but then it's going to branch off into everything. So they'll probably do it seasonal for a couple months, and then they'll branch off and have it onto all the consoles. So no worries. Aspire has done the HD version of the original KOTOR. Like, it's on mobile app now. So Aspire is really good with formatting across all platforms. So no worries. All right, so we're going to watch this after this freaking ad. All right, I'll turn the volume up a little bit for you guys. Okay, we're still good. They didn't cancel us yet. What do you want to kill me?
You mind saying that one more time?
Why do you want to kill me?
Hang on.
What?
Why do you want to kill me? I said, why do you want to kill me?
Okay. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, tell me, Joker.
Nope. Still just guttural sounds to my ears.
Don't let it out on me, Joker. Tell me where you are.
Okay, we're obviously having some failure of communication. I'm not picking up words.
Don't let it out on me, Joker.
Okay,
More funny?
not gonna help the hitting.
Where are you?
Look, I can't. I don't even know if that was a question or a declarative statement.
What are you doing?
I'm not joking. I can't. I really can't understand anything that you are saying. Nothing.
Where are you?
Have you been to a doctor lately? Because I think you may have a very severe case of throat cancer.
I really have throat cancer. Tell me where you are.
There's nothing in the English language that sounds anything like that.
Where is it?
Are you speaking bat? Is that what bat sounds like? Oh,
Where is it?
I really like to answer your questions. I don't know what they are.
Tell me where you are.
You are not speaking anything.
Hang on, guys. Let me take this off. All right, I'm gonna resume the video. Hang on, guys.
Any human can understand. Am I crazy here? Okay, I know I'm crazy, but I know I can't understand anything that you're saying. So why don't just sound it out? Come on.
Where are you?
Enunciate. Enunciate, do you know what that means? It has nothing to do with physical contact.
Where are you?
How do you even communicate with anybody?
Where are you?
I can't, there's no words coming out of his mouth. Am I right? There's fists coming out.
Where are you?
Do you see what it sounds like?
Where are you?
Just tell me if it's a noun, a verb. Just give me something to work with here. Write it on a piece of paper. I can't understand what you're saying.
Oh god. Freaking hilarious, guys. What do you think? Oh no. Freaking Nate, I'm trying to have fun, dude. Told you I like Batman. Even spoofs of it. Alright, let's see what else I can find. It's still the best one, but you got other ones. Alright, so we're gonna do another one, Nate.
All that was left in the vaults were marked bills. They knew we were coming. We need loud back.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll this back.
Chinese want extra data national and race. Was left in the vaults were marked bills. They knew we were coming. We need loud back. The Chinese want extra data national under any circumstances.
If I get him to you, will you get him to talk?
It's funny, but we really seriously need to get loud back. So if we could just try to be serious for a second.
If I get him to you, will you get him to talk?
This is a joke? This is a joke. It's a joke, right? Then do you have some sort of hearing problem? This is he's serious. He's being serious. That's a serious voice. I'm supposed to take that voice seriously. Quit screwing around. An adult man cannot have made a conscious decision to sound like that.
This isn't the time for games, Ted.
Oh, this affects you? You gotta be kidding me. There's nothing wrong with his voice. He's perfectly fine.
Do I have a list?
I'm sorry, you have made a gross miscalculation on what constitutes sounding badass.
What is the matter with you?
Oh my god, please, no. Just calm down, buddy.
Why are you listening?
I'm really not in the mood to get yelled at by a guy in a big black bunny suit.
Shut up!
Just calm down. Calm down. The louder and faster that you talk, the more rapidly the comprehensibility deteriorates. Date!
I'm not a manager. I'm trying to be the...
What? There's some kind of class I missed, or... He's perfectly understandable. He's speaking clearly. Gordon, how do you understand him? Seriously, how do you understand him? This is talking with dolphins. You do a lot of work with dolphins, Gordon? Is that how you can communicate with them? We don't have time for games. There's a city to save. What is he saying? He said, "Speak up." You're mumbling. I'm mumbling. We don't have time for this. Dude, you are ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, you're ridiculous. Who are you gonna scare like that? Who are you gonna scare? Linguists? We have to work together. How do you not see that this is all a joke to this guy? This is clearly a really rich guy with a lot of time on his hands playing a huge joke on everybody. What is the matter with you, Dent? Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know Scooby-Doo fought crime. We have a job to do. Oh, buddy. Hey, God, man. Oh, my God. He just went phenomena. You didn't hear that? He just went phenomena. There are important things at stake. He's just making noises now. It sounds like somebody revving up a car. Enough. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Oh my God, am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? If I had to guess, this is what losing your mind feels like. Get a grip! I am really beginning to understand why so many people want to kill you. Okay, that's it. I can't deal with this anymore. I cannot deal with this anymore. I can't deal with it. I'm out.
Now he's
What
done.
is?
Now he's
Tell me.
done. Monkey and apple. It says monkey and apple.
Oh my God, those get me every time, dude. Oh, send me a DM. Okay. Check out later. Yeah. Freaking. I love the spoofs. Did you leave, Nate? Did you leave, Nate? What do you got? Oh my God. Yes, that's awesome. I met him in Afghanistan. My first deployment. Super cool dude. Love Gabriel Iglesias. Especially me being like the part Mexican. Yeah. Dude, it's freaking hilarious, Nate. I would have you on and we can watch more. Dude, I played that for Rachel when she was high last week. Oh my God. Dude, playing that for her, and then when she's high, she's so tripped out. It was great. Dude, I had to play something funny. I love comedy. I'm a huge fan of comedy. And freaking, I want to do stuff that the other guys aren't. I try not to cover like headlines, but it's like when it comes to Kotor Remake, that's something I'm passionate about. So I wanted to talk with you guys about it. So that's the only reason why I did that. And that's something very near and dear to my heart. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gabriel Iglesias, that dude, what you see is what you get. He is fluffy. In real life, that dude will talk to you just like he does in his concerts. He's super cool, super nice. We went backstage with him when I was in Afghanistan, and we took pictures, and we hung out, and he was just super cool, legit dude. And yeah, nothing but great things to say. I've left comments on his Twitter. And Daniel, what's going on, man? Great to see you. We just broke news that Sam Maggs has left Kotor Remake creative team. So good stuff. We're gonna get Kotor Remake the way we wanted it, which is gonna be very reminiscent of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So yeah. I'm still waiting on my PC to be fixed. Don't know how long it's going to be. But I can call in using my phone. Yeah, dude. I think the phone works as long as you don't have more than 3 people on the panel. That's when it starts getting all. Yeah, but yeah. So she was the one SJW that was on the project. So technically, we don't have any SJWs on the project anymore. So it never worried me because Sam Maggs was never going to be a lead writer. There are lead writers, and Mr. Matty Plays breaks down the whole thing. So yeah, I'll post the link if you guys want to hang out and talk for a few minutes. I got some time. So if I can get this freaking thing. Thank God. There you go. 41 minutes. Oh my God, that's freaking hilarious. Monkey and Apple are these guys, and they're freaking hilarious. Here we go. I got a couple of more short ones. You guys can watch it. All right, here we go. Let's see. We'll do this one.
Let's not blow things out of proportion. Why don't you guys get back to me when you're ready to take things a little more seriously? What?
Oh no! Oh my God! Oh my God! This was such a bad idea! No! Oh God!
Well, the joke is dead. He blew himself up, apparently. He was wearing some kind of grenade coat.
A grenade coat? Why would he do that? That sounds really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty great. I mean, it's a load off my chest. Now we just got the mob to deal with.
Well, actually, he took most of them out, too. This all happened conveniently enough at some kind of huge mob meeting. Everyone that's not dead is in critical condition.
Wow, really? Well, this turned out fantastic.
Yeah, it kind of wraps everything up nicely, doesn't it?
Couldn't ask for a better solution, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to do, I guess. I mean, I can't think of anything, at least. I'm gonna go home and take the stuff off.
All right, see you around.
All right.
He actually didn't die at the scene.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Here's one.
Look at me! I'm flying! So awesome! Oh my God, this is so awesome! I'm so hammered! Oh God, I'm so drunk! Why is everything passing by so fast? It looks like everything's spinning. Oh, because it is spinning because I'm flying through the air! Because I am Iron Man! I am so drunk. I should not be doing this, but I am! Woo! I am the shit! I am the shit! You feel that? That's my booster. I'm going so fast because of my boosters. Look at my booster boots. Look at my booster boots. How many people have booster boots? Nobody but me. Who has booster boots? I got booster boots. Oh God, I have to pee. I have to pee. I have to pee!
Hello? Hello? Excuse me?
Oh God. Oh God.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's all good. Just hanging out with you guys. Hang on a second. I'll get back to it.
Me. Excuse me, sir.
Oh
Yes.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to come down here for 1 second.
Who? Me?
Yes, the man in midair. You. Yes, I'm talking to you.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Sir, I need to ask you a few questions. I need you to come down here for 1 moment, please.
Look, officer, I'm aware. I must have seen that I was going really fast back there.
Sir.
Because I probably was, but you see, there's an orphanage that's on fire, and I was on my way to save them, the orphans in the orphanage, which is on fire.
It's fine, sir. Would you please just come down?
I'm really sorry if I violated any laws or.
Oh, dang it.
Back when I started Albion Online, I was
You're
kind of
gonna
worried
hate
about
how
how
it
to
clicks
play.
this button.
Superhero. That's preposterous. I would never drink. Never, ever. Frankly, sir, I'm offended that you would even suggest that.
So the smell of whiskey permeating from your armor is from...
I will have you know, I was fighting a supervillain who reeked of alcohol. He was literally made of alcohol.
And would that supervillain's name happen to have been Jack Daniels? Sir, I have multiple reports of pedestrians getting urinated on. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Urinating on civilians? Me? Come on. Never. What? That's just what? I don't even know what to say to that. You know what? Thank you for telling me. Because when I leave here...
Alright. Get to some questions. What'd you take on an upcoming Batman movie? Too reminiscent of Nolan's Batman or different enough to stand on its own? It's a little different. The suit is reminiscent of Nolan. But a lot of the other stuff is completely different. I think it's a mix between Nolan and Burton, to be honest with you. Which should be good. And then it's going to be young Batman, so definitely refreshing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a huge Batman fan. Most Batman stuff I like. I didn't really care for Ben Affleck as Batman. Dude, the fans ruined it for me. They had so much hate towards Ben Affleck for playing Batman prior to him actually playing Batman that I didn't care. I just didn't care. They're freaking these critics and these haters on the channels that we see. They just suck the life out of everything. Like, I'm done with it. Like, I don't even go on Max and Enosh and them's like I used to. I might pop in for a few minutes. Like when I do with RJ's, I wouldn't even, was there 10 minutes? And like all them dudes on RJ's stream, and I'm not talking about the panel, I'm talking about the chat, were so damn negative, with the exception of Hans. Hans was positive, but everybody else is so damn negative that I just didn't want to be there. So I was just like, have a good one, guys. I'll stay sub, support, stream, and then I'm out. But they freaking suck the life and joy. All the freaking people with their damn hot takes. And a hot take is when normally you would be positive about something and you're just negative on it. Like, and then when I give a comment and then they essentially try to trash me for my comment instead of educate me, like Blinded Braille educated me on Sam Raimi because I didn't know about his stuff in the horror movie scene and how he's really up there. I was just judging it on like superhero movies and stuff. And I said, I basically said I didn't think Raimi was like on the level of a Lucas or a freaking Snyder. And they're like, well, in the horror world, well, I don't watch horror movies, so how would I know about that? And like, but Blinded Braille was like, yeah, in horror movies, he's pretty popular. So just to let you know. And Blinded Braille's a really good friend of mine, so he was super cool about it. But there were others that commented on it that weren't as cool. And that's the ones I'm talking about. So, yeah. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
All right. I didn't know whether or not the headset was working.
Oh yeah, you sound real good.
Hell yeah. Lost a good amount of money yesterday betting on the Super Bowl.
Did you bet for Cincy?
I bet on the spread. I had the Rams, but I had the -4.5.
Yeah, that's why I can't bet on football. It's too damn technical.
Well,
It's
no,
not just like
I've
who
done
wins
pretty
a game.
good this
It's
year.
like,
No,
yeah.
I've done pretty good this year, but I just
Oh,
kind of
okay.
got the spread wrong. I got
Yeah.
a couple game props and stuff, but I've gotten a couple wrong as well.
Yeah, like we tried to do football pools one time, and it was so damn freaking by the numbers. I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like I've bet on wrestling matches before, and that's just like clear cut win loss. Like I can do that, but like when you start getting on points and spreads and things like that, it's
Yeah.
like like your team could win and you could still lose because they didn't score the right points or stuff like that. It's like,
I mean, that's fine. Like right now, I've got 500 right now in my account.
that's good.
Yeah.
Got more than me.
I also bet on
0.
basketball too. So
Yeah. Let's understand what this tend to burn me out. I'm sick of it. Oh yeah, the speculation shit. That's so annoying. Like I literally only go on the internet like once a day. on social media. Of course, I go on the internet more than that, dude. I've been doing 90s week. I started out doing 90s week this week. So I was jamming out to all 90s songs, and then I watched the original Ninja Turtles movie tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I still love that damn thing.
No, I thought they were gonna do a remake of the Ninja Turtles.
They did that one with Megan Fox. They were remaking.
No, not that one. No, they were gonna do
they're gonna do another
like,
one. Oh, okay.
But they were gonna make it like how it was in the 90s.
Interesting.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
No, I've heard some rumblings about it. I just didn't think that they would go with it. Well, they actually would go with it because freaking, I think Nickelodeon bought the rights to Ninja Turtles. So
yeah. Wonder who's gonna buy Lord of the Rings.
Lord
of the Rings was on sale.
Be in the Super Bowl.
Their rights was on sale.
I wouldn't have predicted that the Bengals were going to be in the Super Bowl, but the Rams wasn't surprising. They beat us in week 2 or week 3.
But you're right. The Bengals are lucky because their offensive line is completely trash. They have the most. Joe Burrow has been sacked the most times in NFL
I heard
history.
Burrow got sacked 7 times in the second half. That is crazy.
Yeah. Did you know that the Bengals would have scored on that last play? Jalen Ramsey fell to the ground. Jamar Chase was wide open, but they got to Joe Burrow and made the tackle.
Dang.
There's a picture of it. Go look this shit up. I'm not joking with you. Jalen Ramsey fell to the ground. Jamar Chase was wide open, but Aaron Donald made the sack to end the game.
I should get MVP right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
I think the Bengals had a bad coaching game by Zach Taylor. Their offensive line was trash.
Yeah.
So they had no defensive
they came back
backs.
from the halftime show, and I was pumped. And then as soon as they come back, Stafford throws the interception.
Honestly, if Eminem's singing "Lose Yourself," I'm expecting the quarterback to come out there and throw 6 touchdowns and 500 yards. Just saying. You know.
Yeah, the funny thing is everybody made a big deal about him kneeling. I saw that on Twitter, and then I go back and look at the video.
Oh,
that wasn't that big of a deal.
You know, Eminem's black God just gave him the wrong food coloring. All right, everyone, shut up. Shut up, sit down.
I was just like, I didn't see it as like the political kneeling thing. I thought he was just kneeling because that's what he does in his performances, getting ready for like the next act and stuff like that.
It's like me. God just gave me Miracle Grow. That's why I'm 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Y'all know God messed up on Eminem. He's supposed to be black.
Yeah, like freaking he's kneeling and I'm just like, okay. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I thought he was kneeling as part of the performance. Especially when he would do stuff like with Dre in the past. That's just part when he's not doing his bit. Dude, I've seen Eminem kneel for years. Like it's never been a thing. But since Kaepernick did,
I'd rather have Eminem kneel than Kaepernick, to be honest.
Yeah. Same here.
I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, we all know where Eminem come from. Colin Kaepernick came from a white family. I mean,
that mom spaghetti. Yeah.
I bet you everyone started singing that. I think actually there's a video of everyone in the stadium singing that verse. I saw it on Instagram. Everyone in the arena starts singing that verse with Eminem.
Wait, I'm gonna find this, and I saw this today, and it's the Undisputed Show with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
Oh boy,
it was perfect. Let's see.
Did anyone see today Brock Lesnar and Pat McAfee?
Yes, I did.
2 minutes in, Brock destroys that poor little table. Just both hands, boom, right through the table. No, it's pretty awesome. Brock did a pretty good interview with Pat McAfee.
I was proud to see him on there, and I saw it. I watched Pat McAfee ever since I heard him on SmackDown.
Well, Pat McAfee's really, really good. His interviews are crazy, and sometimes he's baked as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's high.
Oh yeah, you can tell. Like you look at his eyes, like, yo, that dude's fucked. Oh, bro.
I know he had Seth Rollins last week. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
when he was on the radio row for the Super Bowl.
He was talking about how every time he calls someone a future Hall of Famer, he gets shit for it. So he does it every week because if he's gonna get shit for it, at least he's gonna have fun.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty much right. I mean, when he calls Seth Rollins, Sasha, I mean, they've won the titles a lot. You know. You can't really complain.
Yeah. All right, I found it.
What did you think of the halftime show? What did it mean to you?
I thought it was great. And Skip, it was, this seemed more like an NBA All-Star game because this is the kind of show that they put on for the All-Star game. The NFL likes to play it a little bit more down the middle. But for them to bring out Dr. Dre and to get him to come out and to do it, you knew it was going to be something special. And to have Snoop and to have 50 and Mary J and Eminem. But it goes to show you, Skip, black artists resonate with a lot of demographic just the black.
You better believe that.
White stream and other ethnicities stream black musicians.
White people love and honor that music.
Yes, absolutely. But Skip, it was great. I mean, to be there, the crowd was on their feet. They were rocking the entire night. And you had Mary J, you had them, Kendrick Lamar, like Jenny was saying. I thought it was unbelievable. It was one of the best performances I've been a part of. Now, I was in Miami when Prince was playing Purple Rain, and it was actually rain.
In the rain.
It was rain.
That was 07.
I saw it in San Francisco. But this was
I forget what year that was.
Honestly, it
was 2007. Michael Jackson was 93. That was in the rain as well.
And yet, after I slept on what I saw last night, it had such
It
magnitude.
did.
It just echoed with legendary.
That show last
And
night,
one
oh
of
my
all-time
God.
favorite songs is California Love, because Tupac had just gotten out of prison,
Right.
and it just landed with bombshells going off, and he was gone about 7 months later.
Right.
And if only he could have been there last night.
Oh, no, oh my goodness.
God.
Oh my goodness.
But when Drake pops up and goes California Love, I got chills, man.
I think everybody
My
got
man
chills.
Snoop, and just-
Oh yeah.
And then 50 just drops out of the ceiling out of nowhere, upside down, and I'm saying
50 Cent looked like $1.50. Everyone calm down.
He looked like $2, bro. I was like, man, got swole as
50
shit.
Cent looked like a 50-piece McNugget. Everyone sitting. Oh my God.
Yay. All right, I gotta catch up on this damn chat, dude. I didn't know you guys were talking to me. Can't afford the L. Show's legit. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a regular on there. Kind of an asshole, too.
Oh, don't be talking about my quarterback. Hold on.
Oh,
hold
yeah, that's
on.
your boy. My bad.
Well, I am a Packers fan. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of mad.
Dude, I
49ers
used
came.
to love the Packers when they had, like, back in the day when they had Favre. Like,
Yeah. Did you hear about the NFL conspiracy going on?
oh, what's that?
So I want everyone, especially in the chat too, to really think about this. So you know how the Super Bowl is in Arizona, is in Arizona next year. Well, the situation with Kyler Murray is that he's butthurt about the things in Arizona, so he might be leaving. Well, what if Rodgers goes to the Cardinals and wins the Super Bowl in Arizona? Like another home team wins the Super Bowl.
Who, Rodgers?
Yep, Rodgers goes to the Cardinals.
They could do it. I could totally see that.
You can see the conspiracy now?
Yeah, like when they started talking about how games are rigged and people are taking dives, like that surprised me.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of money that
I just want everyone just to think about it. You know, I could just be fucking bullshitting, you know, but
I don't know with Aaron Rodgers because he was teasing leaving, like he was burned out of Green Bay, he wanted to leave and all that, and then he was.
Well, think about it. Think about what they got for the Cardinals. They got Watt, DeAndre Hopkins. They just need a quarterback now.
Arizona would be a good fit for especially Rodgers.
Come on, I ain't lying. Watch it. Watch a third home team win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if he can finally get to the big time, it's not that I don't want him to succeed. It's that he talks all his shit. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I love Green Bay. I've liked Green Bay since I was a kid. They used to be one of my favorite teams.
I've been a Packer, and for those of y'all dissing me on my fanhood, I've been a Packers fan since they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like I grew up because Brett Favre was like my favorite quarterback when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
and I liked him, and I liked Reggie White, and yeah, freaking
Donald Driver.
Yeah.
You know,
we
had Amon Green back there in the backfield. You know, you had Bubba Franks at the tight end.
And later on, I think they had Randall Cobb, and I liked him. Yeah. So they've had a lot of great people on their team.
Yeah.
And I thought after that one Super Bowl, I'm like, all right, Rodgers is made. Here we go. The freaking Tom Brady. I'm glad
that Leroy Butler made the Hall of Fame because he's the one that started the Lambeau Leap.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I thought that freaking Roger, Brady was the past, and Rodgers, here comes the future.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen. It only happened that one. I was just like, dang, man. And then everybody's playing the blame game. Oh, it was McCarthy.
Yep.
Oh, McCarthy was the reason why he didn't go to the Super Bowl. Well, then they've had 2 years to prove otherwise, and they still haven't done it. So it's like,
Yeah.
so freaking. I've been a Tampa fan ever since '97 when Raymond James was built.
Oh no, my nana, God bless her. She's a huge Buccaneers fan, so I actually remember the big party we had when I was little, and the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl. They blew out the Raiders. Rich Gannon was the quarterback for the Raiders. You know, you guys had a fucking squad on the 01 Bucks.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Johnson, Warren Sapp, Glenn Rice. You had Mike Allstott, John Lynch, Rondé Barber.
Everyone was a star.
Warwick Dunn, you know.
Yeah, Brad Johnson at quarterback, like freaking everyone was.
But is it true that it wasn't John Gruden's team? It was
Dungy. Dungy built it up.
Dungy, yeah, there you go. It wasn't John Gruden's team. It was Mike Dungy, or what's his name?
Dungy, yeah,
Tony Dungy. My bad.
Because he built them up, and freaking Gruden came in and basically coasted. And everybody tries to say, "Oh, we only won the Super Bowl because that was Gruden's old team that we were going against." I'm like, look at that season. We almost went undefeated.
Yeah.
Dude, what was it, a couple years ago, the first time that the Rams went to the Super Bowl, and they almost went undefeated that whole season, and how much of a beast they were? That's what we were in 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Like we only lost like maybe 2 or 3 games. We were almost unstoppable that year. So it's not like we barely got to the Super Bowl. We freaking dominated that whole season.
Oh yeah.
Dungy spent a good 2-3 years building that Tampa team up. And it was amazing. Just saying. Yep, he built that team, and then Gruden basically got the Super Bowl ring for it, which I think is bullshit, to be honest with you. But that's just how it is. I think Dungy should have got that Super Bowl.
And then after that, the Bucks just kind of went, you know.
There's a reason why they went, because Gruden fired half the team.
Well, yeah, everyone started leaving, and then you're just then you had the quarterback. Then you had the quarterback issue. I mean, you had I'm trying to think of the court. Josh McCall, I think, was a quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like I know them. I just can't remember their names exactly.
Yeah, Gruden destroyed that team right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which was stupid.
And it wasn't even like you had like an all-star quarterback. I mean, like the quarterback was Brad Johnson, you know, and it was just like after that, the quarterback, depth chart was just,
It was bad.
Oh.
And then we're like, okay, we had our moment. That was cool. That was cool. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And then I start hearing a couple years back, Tom Brady's a free agent. And I'm like,
oh, would it be nice?
And then I said, then they were talking, oh, well, Tampa's interested. I'm like, oh, shit, Tampa's going to get him. I mean, like, Tampa is one of Tampa's teams pretty bad. So they're going to have top draft picks, and they're going to have a lot of money saved up.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason Light's like, we're going to get him. We'll do whatever we got to do to get him. And he did.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just, he didn't just give him money. He gave him creative control for the team.
Right.
That was Tom's demands. He was willing to take a pay cut, but he wanted creative control over that team to be able to do whatever he wanted. So like, all right, you got it. And yeah. So he couldn't get bossed around by a coach like when he was in New England. And he helped rebuild that team. And that's why we are what we are today. It's not that I like Tom Brady, the player. I like Tom Brady, the mentor. Tom Brady, the freaking the guy who helped format our team, that freaking did all this for us. He does a lot. He's done a lot in the community here in Tampa, and he's freaking done a lot for the team. And then bringing Gronk down, which is essentially the mascot for the Bucs. Freaking Gronk does a lot too, and Gronk's actually staying now that Tom's retired, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
He literally freaking keeps the motivation up on the team when we're getting our asses kicked. Freaking Gronk's awesome, and so I'm happy about that. And we like that Super Bowl last year. It didn't mean as much to me this year. Last year, it was in our hometown. We got called the Succaneers, which really pisses me off anytime I hear that term.
No. I mean, I would call you that if it was like 06 to I don't know when y'all guys started getting good,
Well, we had Gerald McCoy on defense, and he was really good. I think.
Yeah, that was like
somewhere in the 2010s where we started getting really good.
Yeah. But I was calling you the Succaneers like a couple of years after the Super Bowl, and you guys didn't have really good quarterbacks, and you guys were going 4-12 a good amount of years,
Yeah.
Or at least like, I don't know, 6 and something or 7, and it was just like, or even 5 wins, and it's just like, come on.
He stepped down from the Raiders. You're talking about Gruden. He did not step down. He was. Nah, he was forced.
Yeah, he was forced at the Tuck rule.
Yeah, he's pretty much forced out.
He was to blame for the Tuck rule.
He wasn't the best. He was okay. He was kind of like a Mike Glennon when he was.
Didn't he go to the Vikings after Bucks?
Yeah, I guess we had at that time our quarterback was not really the guy. We had him. We had Sean King. So it wasn't like we had a solid quarterback. We really haven't had before Brady. We haven't had a solid quarterback since Trent Dilfer. Yeah.
Actually, well,
Kyle Trask is actually really good, and that was our backup, and that's who they're going to be starting with Tampa. So
really,
yeah, Kyle Trask played preseason this past year, and he's been learning from Tom a lot. So he's really freaking good. He's a running quarterback too.
Listen, I'll take your word. All right.
Let's just see how he plays. Like, that's my bet. That's what I'd say.
I'm taking your word, especially where we live down here in the South for college football.
Yeah. Me Gronkowski, me coming back. Nah, Gronk is awesome, dude. They can't take him down. And plus, Trask he's familiar with the team, and he would be good. And I think
he played for Florida Gators.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's thinking it. Yeah.
So he's a Florida boy.
Yeah. And so that's even better. Because
Gators. That's what I was saying about college football.
My favorite college team. So.
Oh, who?
Gators.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Florida boy, born and raised Tampa. So.
Yeah, I was born in Orlando. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's only about 45 minutes to an hour away from me.
Yes, sir. But I live up here in the Carolinas. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my dad. I lived in Tennessee, Virginia line, for about 12 years because my dad took a job as a truck driver near the Bristol, Tennessee area.
Nice. A lot of NASCAR up there, and cold weather.
Yeah, a lot of.
You get a good amount of snow a lot.
Yeah, that's where my wife's from. She's from that area. She's like, I can't deal with this cold. Let's go.
Yeah, so we're around sports a lot. A lot of college football.
Oh my God! In that Southern Belt, they're all about that damn college football.
Dude,
people say it's just a game, and up there they're like, nah. They eat, sleep, and breathe college football, dude. It's insane.
Well, yeah, that's where I live at. It's freaking Friday's basketball, Saturday's college, and like NFL Sunday.
Daniel, they didn't just dig through his Twitter account; they dug through his emails and everything. Like,
I know, it sucks.
it was bad what they did to Gruden.
It got ugly.
And they dug through it, and they found out where he made some borderline racial comments decades ago and forced him pretty much out.
Yeah.
Even his team tried to go to his defense, but it wasn't.
Derek Carr.
When you're on the freaking cancel culture list, ain't nothing gonna save you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They get you. And it's not like Gruden was the most beloved guy. He's kind of an a-hole. Especially after he started making fun of masking up and shit like that.
Well, who's worse, Gruden or Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer.
Okay.
Gruden was just old school set in his ways. The freaking after the way Urban Meyer treated my boy Tim Tebow, like, yeah, that's freaking bull. Promise you, I know you're not in the NFL, but come on back. We're going to treat you right. And you give him one freaking practice, and then you're like, all right, you're out. That was freaking cold. That was worse than the way the Jets treated him.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the way Denver treated him. Dude, if they would never got rid of – because Tebow led them to the playoffs. If they would have kept Tebow in Denver and given Peyton Manning the spot and freaking Tebow could have learned from Peyton Manning, then he could have been great. And they could have had Peyton Manning mentor him. And then freaking Elway promising Tebow they're going to keep him and do stuff and then canning him like not even 6 months later. That's just messed up. That's why when CM Punk cut that promo on Tebow, I'm like, you're dissing the wrong guy, dude. Like, you should be dissing Urban Meyer. And I said that and never, yeah. But the Cons own the Jaguars. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be Mr. Anti the system. That's what put him over. So why wouldn't you take shots?
Yeah.
Tony get pissy about it? Fuck Tony Khan. Yep, got to have a scapegoat, basically.
Yeah, that's basically NFL team, and you have a losing season, coach is the first scapegoat.
Like, I watched the show Undisputed with freaking Skip and Shannon, and they're like, oh, game's rigged? That would sacrifice the integrity of the sport. How could they? Every sports is rigged. Like, there was a time where people thought that wrestling was legit. Of course, they exposed it so much that now we know obviously not.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not.
Well, I just think it was off script a lot for wrestling, especially in the Attitude Era. Like, they were just like, fuck the script that you're giving me. I was just freestyle it.
Yeah, because people were getting bored, so they had to do something. And
yeah, that was basically Stone Cold and The Rock, just going off script. But like now, it's all about money. They don't care what script you give them. They're still going to do it. They're not going to freestyle it.
You said, "Oh,
even Brock says it today. It's all about money.
It is.
It's not about wrestling."
I don't give a shit about that. It's all about the money. Yeah, I can totally see that. Elway wasn't having that with Tebow. He wants his traditional dropback quarterback. Yeah, well, that's not the point. Freaking Tebow led them to the playoffs, which is the first quarterback in years to do that. And we're talking pre-Manning. So
and he beat the Steelers in the playoffs. Remember that to Demaryius Thomas. It was the over route. He took an over route across the field, threw it to Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas went up the sideline, scored the overtime touchdown to beat the Steelers.
And that pissed me off because I got a Tim Tebow Denver jersey, and then they canned him a year later. So I'm like, dude, waste money. I still have that jersey too.
Denver's going through what the Buccaneers are going through throughout the years of finding a quarterback. Basically, like they haven't found that quarterback. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm not trying to diss the Bucks, but there was a couple years.
There was a long time where we didn't have our guy.
Yeah.
We never.
And you were
been
like using
known
like
to have
Chris Sims. You were using like Chris Sims, Josh McCown, you know, and it was just like, where's the quarterback? In order to win games, teams need a quarterback at first before anything.
Yeah,
you know?
that's always been our weakness. And I always said, once we find a true leader as a quarterback, then we'll get back there. You know, we've been to 2 Super Bowls, and we won both of them. I think that's pretty good odds. There are some people who go to the Super Bowl multiple years, Peyton Manning, and choke and don't win shit at all. So, yeah, like to say every time we go, we win the big one. That's pretty cool. I know we haven't been a ton, but each time we've been, we won the big one, and I think that's pretty awesome.
You know what? A lot of people talk shit about Peyton Manning, but he's a 5-time MVP.
Yeah.
He just can never beat Brady. That's the big thing, you know. And especially it was always in New England. So I don't know. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying the Colts play in the Dome, the Patriots play in the cold. It was always in Gillette Stadium every time, like the AFC Championship or whatnot. Just saying.
Yeah, that was.
Just make a couple points here. I'm not making excuses for Peyton Manning, but he's a 5-time MVP.
No, that's no. I agree with you. The freaking, who was it? It wasn't New England. It was another team.
Was it the Steelers?
I'm not sure. They went to he was with Denver, and they went to the Super Bowl. It was after 2010.
Was it the Seahawks? You talking about the Seahawks? The Broncos?
That's who it was.
It was like the 52-6.
They came out, kicked the ball, and the minute they kicked the ball, they got their asses whooped. Then freaking Peyton Manning comes on the field for the first time. He starts getting sacked. He throws an interception. They get fucking destroyed. I remember because we were at my wife's house watching the Super Bowl with her family. And, of course, everybody...
I don't even remember watching the game. I think I turned it off at 28 to something.
We watched the first half, watched the halftime, and then turned it off because it was terrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, that was great. And I was a Denver fan when Tebow was there. Tebow was always he's my absolute favorite quarterback ever. I'm not saying he's the best ever, but
he's a Gator boy. I mean, so you kind of grew up with him.
Yeah, and he was my favorite in the history of the Gators. He's my favorite quarterback ever. So, and when it comes to being Gators fan, I think he's the GOAT when it comes to Gators quarterbacks. But the thing is, he's not good because he's not given a chance. I know a ton of crappy quarterbacks. All right, but you don't make them switch positions.
Denard Robinson.
Bad year. Yeah, so Gator connection, yes. I've been a Gator fan since I was in the 3rd grade.
Yep. So I've been a Michigan Wolverines fan for quite some time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I had friends when I was in school that liked the Wolverines. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you what, we're definitely sucking at basketball this year. We might not even make the tournament.
I haven't been in basketball in a long time. I haven't been into basketball since Kobe and Shaq were in LA and they were playing.
Well, what about the Gators back in 2010? Y'all had Joe King Noah. You know, you guys were unstoppable. Y'all played Ohio State in the finals and won.
Yeah, I gotta get back.
Remember that?
I just been out. I know who LeBron James is and James Harden and them guys, but I just
Did you see that LeBron James commercial for Crypto.com?
yeah, it looked like freaking Gemini.
That was a pretty cool commercial.
That I actually like that commercial.
That was probably one of the good ones on the top 5.
Oh, I love the Doritos one. That was my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I saw since I'm a Marvel fan, I saw a Doctor Strange trailer. Holy shit. Patrick Stewart is in the trailer.
Yeah, but it's not what people are trying to say it is.
Oh, yeah. He's part of the Illuminati. He's part of the Illuminati.
Yeah, I didn't know who the group was, but like they were putting Strange on trial and he's playing that.
He's a Patrick.
Yeah,
he's a variant Professor X in another universe. Same thing. If like they're saying people saw Black Panther, people are saying they saw Deadpool.
I could see Black Panther, Deadpool. No,
they saw the they're going through an animated universe, so they're probably going to go through like a what if, you know. Some people saw Peggy Carter's Captain Peggy Carter's shield. So
yeah, Daniel. Yeah, my 2 favorite teams growing up were the Orlando Magic because I'm right next to Orlando, and that's where Shaq started.
Yes, sir.
And, the OG Chicago, well, not OG, but Chicago Bulls of the 90s with Rodman, Jordan, Pippen. And Pippen was my favorite. All my friends love Michael Jordan. And then some of them like Rodman, but my favorite was Scottie Pippen.
Yep.
So, yeah, those 2 teams were my favorites growing up.
Yep.
Thought they saw Tom Cruise Iron. Oh, my God.
I've heard that too. Tom Cruise is going to be the Iron Man variant. I've heard that.
I would rather Tom Cruise be an Iron Man than Robert Downey Jr. After I found out what he freaking did to Terrence Howard.
I've heard Black Panther variant. I heard there might be a Black Panther in there as a variant for the Illuminati, because in the comic books, Black Panther was asked to be part of the Illuminati, but he declined. So, but you know how Marvel does, like Marvel can go off script and not follow the comics. So maybe they probably will have a variant of Black Panther and Illuminati.
Well, when they created a multiverse, they pretty much said, canon, you can shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
If you do a multiverse, you don't have canon anymore because you can create your own.
I mean, it is true that they're going to have possibly an Iron Man variant because you see the Iron Man like Ultron bots, you know. So, I mean, he did want a world where a suit can protect the world. So,
yeah,
it might be a variant from another universe where he actually did that. You know. Who knows?
Like, I'm thinking maybe we should just give it a shot. I know a lot of people, and I'm thinking Tom Cruise's Iron Man. Give it a shot. If it's crap, it's crap.
I'm going to have to send you a video of a trailer breakdown from someone I watch, and just check them out. You know.
Who is it? Because a lot of people send me stuff thinking I'm not going to know who it is, and I'm actually a fan of it.
The Cosmic Wonder.
No, I have to check it out though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm never listening to who's the guy's New Rock Stars or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they did the Mephisto freaking tease and it never freaking happened. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
And WandaVision.
This guy I follow actually breaks down trailers. He gets people, you know, kind of interested in a lot of stuff. He actually talks to the directors and, you know, the cast of the movies, you know.
And then that line when she says, well, when you break the rules, you're the hero, but when I break the rules, I'm the enemy.
Yeah, like it's basically
when Strange was breaking the rules, he was trying to protect a fellow superhero's identity, not realizing the effects of what would happen. When she breaks the rules, it's to freaking control and manipulate people. The intent's different.
Exactly.
But like I could, and so I totally saw them making her the bad guy in that trailer. I'm like, okay, because I don't ever want to. I've never liked Wanda. I like in wrestling terms, she's the perfect heel.
Yeah.
She should never be the face. She should never be the good guy. Because
Yeah, but her kids are like the next Avengers, you know?
Yeah. I have no sympathy for Wanda whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to send you that video and have you check it out, you know?
Oh, no, not Shazam. They have, dude. My father was a huge OG Captain Marvel, you know, Shazam fan. And freaking, he would be spinning in his grave knowing that they turned Shazam into a comedy act.
Yeah.
Shazam was basically the prototype which they used to create Superman.
Yeah, I don't know that much about DC, so
yeah.
Like until like the DC movies people get their shit together, I'm not a big fan.
Shazam was essentially Superman before there was a Superman. The big red cheese. I know a little bit about DC.
Yeah.
I know of some of the characters and stuff, and my dad loved Shazam and Superman growing up. So that was his thing. My thing was always Batman, and that's about it.
Yep.
Batman's the only thing I really like about DC. There's some of the other characters that I think are cool and potential, but like I would like to see him do more with the Green Lantern. I think the Green Lantern concept's cool, but I'm not familiar. Nate's the big Green Lantern fan, and freaking so yeah, he would know more about it than I do. I think that's cool. I think they have a lot of potential with the Green Arrow, but like those characters about it. Maybe if you keep doing Aquaman with Jason Momoa, that would probably I could see people getting into that. But
yeah, what was I gonna say? I haven't seen the Peacemaker series yet.
No, like we hit a dry week because wife's paying all the bills. I pretty much stay home, homeschool the kids and stuff, and she works. We've tried every combination of us both working or her at the house, and it's like she works in medical, so she makes more money than I can. So yeah, and like that's one of the reasons why we left Tennessee, because we couldn't get jobs for shit. And that was pre-pandemic. That was in 2014 when we left to come back to Florida. And yeah, we couldn't get jobs for shit. And yeah, she makes between $25 and $30 an hour down here. It's pretty good money. So yeah, you don't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys, I started this stream to talk about freaking the Kotor remake game, and then we got in all kinds of stuff. But I like doing that. So.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good, dude. Like the Super Bowl just happened. I was also wanting to do a freaking recap video anyway, so this was perfect.
Right.
So yeah, we're talking about that, talking about the halftime, the game, and all that. So yeah.
Yeah. So during the halftime, right, I was with my brothers. Me and my brother, who's like 26. We're dancing to everything. You know, we're driving, we're grooving. You know, all of a sudden, my 14-year-old brother is looking at us like, "What are y'all doing?" You know, and me and my brother were like, "Bro, this is the jam. This is what we listen to. This is what we grew up with, you know?"
Oh yeah.
I've seen other videos all about that.
Oh yeah, I was all about the '90s. Here's the thing about the '90s, for you guys in the chat that don't know. The '90s, every genre in the '90s was all mainstream and it was all good. I didn't care if you were into rap, country, rock, pop. Everybody had at least one star or several stars in that genre. So like rap, you had Dre, Ice Cube, Snoop, freaking. Then you R&B, you had Whitney, Mariah, Mary J. Blige.
Boys to Men.
Yeah, Boys to Men. Yeah. And of course I'm missing so many people because it's on fire. And rock music, you had Metallica, Pearl Jam, Creed, freaking Megadeth is still on top, freaking Guns N' Roses was still good. Alice in Chains, the freaking you had the grunge thing as well. Like you had so many.
It wasn't even that. There was other things as well. It was like arcades were still around, so you can go to an arcade. You can, concerts were good.
Yeah, and then like the techno, they call it EDM now, but you like every genre there was like something for everybody. And it was all good, so it was like I could listen.
Break dancing,
Oh yeah, MC Hammer, Hammer tap.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like there was a little. That's why like the most common thing I hear is, well, I listen to a little bit of everything. Like I could do that in the '90s, but music like that hasn't been good across the board since like 05.
Yep.
So like when every genre was great, and I could honestly say I listened to a bit of everything, and it was fun. But like seeing that at the Super Bowl, the thing about the halftime show is like and no offense to people who like R&B and hip hop and stuff, it feels like a lot of it's forced. And that like us people that like your rock music and stuff like that we're not kind of represented that well. And it kind of sucks. And then it's not that great. And that's why
well, don't you remember back, and this is back when the Packers were in the Super Bowl, it was against the Steelers. It was Black Eyed Peas and it was Slash. Fergie sung Sweet Child of Mine, and she ruined it at the halftime.
That wasn't the only thing. Remember what opened up? I'll never forget that Super Bowl because it pissed me off. Me being a veteran, and me being a veteran, the national anthem is a big deal to me. All right, and it started with Christina Aguilera singing the national anthem, and she butchered the shit out of it.
Oh boy.
And this was opening the freaking Super Bowl, so I was pissed off to start off with.
Which one was that?
That was the one with the Packers and freaking.
Oh, the Steelers.
Yeah, I want to say it was 2010 or 2011.
Yeah.
No, it was 2011.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
No, it was 2011. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2011. It pissed me off because Christina Aguilera coming from the '90s, and then she went all gospel on it, and she completely butchered the shit out of it. And it's like you don't do your remix to the national anthem.
No, you want to hate Fergie. You want to hate Fergie forever? Go listen to her singing the national anthem.
Oh, I've heard her sing it. I don't know which one's worse. Those two are the top two worst national anthems.
So, but going back, who would what rock group would you put with Snoop in them? I mean, it's a good debate, to talk about. I mean, really, give me some names. I really can't think of any.
No, NWA was like.
Yeah.
They like freaking. Dr. Dre is my favorite rapper of all time. And freaking, he created an empire. He did great, but he was all about producing, and so. His first project was Snoop Dogg, and then he moved to Eminem, and then Eminem wanted to work with 50, and like all them freaking dudes, seeing them, and then seeing Mary J. I'm not really into Kendrick Lamar that much, but
Kendrick Lamar is pretty cool.
Yeah. And Nate likes him too, and freaking says he's great. I'm just not into his music. I'm not the most well versed with him either, so like that might have something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Kendrick Lamar fan said he could have picked a better song to play, but yeah, like those were the legends then. Those are the people on top.
Yeah.
And like literally, if you had Cube in there and maybe a couple other guys, you would have had the big stars of the 90s. Of course, we don't have Tupac and Biggie anymore, RIP, but
yeah. I've heard rumors they were going to do a Tupac hologram. That would have been epic. Because remember, they did a Tupac hologram at the, I think it was, I hope I say this right too, Coachella?
Yeah, I don't know. Event. Like that might have been split. As far as
I think they might have.
Some people are pissed off.
They might have canceled it at the last minute, probably.
Yeah.
Plus, definitely. Probably with Snoop and everything, I don't know.
The way they did it, where they only did the first half of California Love, I thought was perfect.
Yeah. I don't know. With probably Snoop being there, they probably canceled it.
Like, if you look at some of these acts now, they have changed their sound, and I think that's hurt them. Like, I could talk about Gwen Stefani all day and about how she's okay, but what she did, OG, no doubt, nothing touches that. Like, if you're going mid-90s, no doubt. No Doubt was on fire. Like, did you have a rapper named Snow from Canada singing reggae and rapping and no one batted an eye? Why? What? Because he was Snow? Dude, you had some of the dumbest names back then. You literally had an alternative rock group called Butthole Surfers, and that got over. All right, so like names did not.
I mean, Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Vanilla.
I mean,
Ice.
That was kind of a.
Nah, freaking Ice Baby. That song was over back then. Freaking look at how MC Hammer dressed, and you can't touch this with them freaking parachute pants. Like, it's freaking hilarious. Screw that mumble rap, yeah. I just like I stopped getting into rap after like I'd say 06, 07.
I mean, there's still a few good rappers out there.
Oh yeah,
because I listen to it. Of course, you got Drake. Drake's a go-to, obviously. But then you got like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Those are people that don't mumble. Those are actually people that rap. Speak clearly where you can hear them.
Yeah. What's the final collabs? Oh yeah, she did collab because she started. No Doubt and Sublime were like the big Orange County groups that really broke big, especially like in the alternative rock scene. And freaking the thing about early No Doubt is they were on fire and they were amazing until the song Hey Baby came out. And that was its own double-edged sword. It was good that she did that, but then at the same time, she wanted to start doing every genre. And No Doubt didn't work doing that. They came back like 10, 15 years ago and they tried to go techno and it bombed. It did not do good at all. Yeah. It's just nothing felt like a hit.
I ain't no holla back girl,
Freaking no, I watched this reaction video today. And this guy who likes rock music, he didn't hear of anything Gwen Stefani prior to Holla Back Girl. So him hearing 90s No Doubt for the first time, It blew his freaking mind. And he's like, "Oh, she's good." I'm like, "Yeah." He heard "Don't Speak" for the first time. I was like, "Yep." That song ruled the '90s. Oh yeah, I've heard of Big Sean. He's actually pretty good. And then, yeah. Yeah, I don't hate
I'm definitely a fan of Big Sean. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Sean. Everything I've heard from Big Sean's pretty good. He big but took away.
Right on.
Yeah, exactly. Hey Baby was really cool hip hop, but then Gwen just started going all over the place.
Yeah.
Start going all over the place. It didn't. You can do a couple of them hip hop tunes from time to time, but what made No Doubt good was their rock sound. Their mixture of different styles of rock and what made them unique. They were almost like a reggae or an island style of rock, but they would hit with the pop rock and stuff like that. So that's what put No Doubt over. And then she's like totally turned that to do all genres. And then she stuck most, and like I said, you can do hip hop a couple times, but with the sound and what made them famous was that rock sound. And they turned from it. And it pretty much destroyed No Doubt. So then she tried to go solo, and she put out a couple hits, but she didn't have nearly the success she did when she was doing rock music. So, yeah. And I like Gwen, but like, if she went back to that rock sound, I would be a huge fan again. But it's just hasn't been there. Yeah, like there were a lot of great '90s bands. Dude, I don't have enough hours in a day to talk about all the great '90s bands. There was just so many. Yeah. Like No Doubt was one of my favorite bands. Really was. I thought they were great. But then you any genre you cross the board. Freaking Collective Soul. They were really good. I like them. I like Eve 6. Freaking Lenny Kravitz got his big break in the 90s. Like,
yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, it's just Eve 6 I really liked. Their hit Inside Out I thought was really good.
Oh, don't forget kind of boy bands were a thing too.
Yeah.
No, not being, but we gotta mention, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC,
And 98 Degrees, yeah, they were
yeah,
popular.
they were a thing. Come on, all the females were loving them.
No, they were huge. Some of their NSYNC's 1999 stuff I really liked.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys were selling out arenas like hotcakes.
Oh yeah. When was that? 96, 97 when the boy band thing really hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
They started making all the fellas single, all right?
Yeah. Like but it hit. Some of their music was actually really good. I hated when people like there were a couple songs that Backstreet Boys did that I liked because I'm a guitarist and I play guitar. And like they would have some guitar melodies in some of their songs that I actually thought sounded really good. And I used to get bullied and get so much shit for that as a kid. So yeah. But yeah, Grunge Scene was cool.
Grunge, yeah.
O-Town, yeah. TRL. I will say
TRL.
that Carson Daly, that man knows how to hold down a fucking job. And dude always is finding work. You'll see Carson Daly doing something. If he ain't on The Voice, he's got a late night show. If he ain't on a late night show, he's doing something. That dude always knows how to find work. He's doing The Voice. He's the full-time host for The Voice. So, or if you're a Voice fan, then I guess you'd call it The Voice US. I watch all the voices. I like the Australia one. I have seen people be really good coaches on that show that I wasn't a big fan of, like, their actual work. Like, I really didn't get into the Jonas Brothers until I saw how Joe Jonas was as a coach over in Australia. Well, the brothers from Good Charlotte were coaches over there, too. And then in the UK, Will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas is a coach for The Voice. Along with
really?
Yeah. Will.i.am is, and Tom Jones. You guys know about Tom Jones. He's a coach over there as well. So, yeah. That's the 3 ones that I watch. I watch UK, Australia, and US because those are the 3 that are in America that speak English that I can understand.
Exactly.
Him and Ryan Seacrest, they take over everything. They need to. Carson's gotten more jobs than Seacrest has. Yes. And he's so, if you've heard his radio show, that dude is so annoying.
I don't know, man. I think Simon's up there for getting the most jobs because now he was on America's Got Talent.
Who?
He was on Simon.
Oh, Cal. Yeah. He did America's Got Talent. He's done Britain's Got Talent. He's got X Factor US, X Factor UK, American Idol.
American Idol.
That's 5 jobs right there. Yeah.
It's probably done others we don't know about. So
I only know about like the X Factors and stuff because I'm a huge Sharon Osbourne fan. So that's how I know about the UK stuff. Like, there are worse people in the UK than Simon Cowell. Like, he's actually not that bad of a guy. Like, those Brits are so damn critical over everything. That's where he gets it from.
Yeah.
That's where he and your freaking Gordon Ramsay and those type of guys, they come across at first as an asshole, but over time.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay too. Gordon Ramsay has a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, that dude's got shows. Like, I always say when people ask me what I think about Gordon Ramsay, I'm like, check out Kitchen Nightmares before you check out Hell's Kitchen. Kitchen Nightmares is essentially the prequel to Hell's Kitchen. And yeah, it shows like why he is the way he is. Because he legit cares about people and their safety, and food can freaking kill you. If you eat rotten bad food, it can literally kill you. And so that's why he's so freaking crazy about the food and being cooked at the right temps and all that. And these people are supposed to be top-line chefs, and they're making rookie mistakes. And if you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, and I've worked my entire life in the restaurant industry, freaking, you could kill people doing that, and you don't want to do that. You want to serve food and make money. Like, so yeah. Like, so he really does care about his freaking line of work. But if you're just watching Hell's Kitchen, see, I made this mistake. I started watching Hell's Kitchen first. You start watching that first, you're like, yo, this dude's a fucking dick. And then you watch Kitchen Nightmares, you're like, well, here's why. So I always recommend, if you're going to start watching Gordon Ramsay stuff, start with Hell's Kitchen and then move to the other stuff. And you'll have a whole lot better experience.
He's on that new show too, where it's like the 3 levels and stuff. And
what's it called? Top Line Chef or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but oh crap, it's 2:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it, guys. We've been going almost 2 hours. Thanks for coming on, Travis. It's been a blast.
Man, I'm glad I came on and talk to you for a little bit.
Yeah, I know you stay pretty busy, so this was cool to have you on here.
Oh well, it's not even that. If I had my computer, I would definitely come on here more and definitely make conversation. You know.
Yeah, when tax season hits, I'm gonna get a new computer.
Yeah.
Like I can't use BlueStacks for like my mobile app games and stuff since freaking this is an old computer I got from my mom that's barely working, and I want to get my own. Like, yeah, she left for Vegas, and when she left, she couldn't take anything with her. So she's like, here you go.
Yeah, like the thing with my computer was one day I just got up, I got up one morning and I turned it on. I can log in, type in my password and everything, and it just went to administrator command, and then after a few minutes, it would just shut off. And since I had the warranty, I just sent it back to the company that made the computer, and so I don't know how long it's going to take. It just got delivered on the 8th, so I don't know how long it's going to be. But once my computer comes back, I'll be able to hopefully hang out with you and be on here with you a lot more. So probably make some content with you.
Heck yeah, dude. Whatever you guys want to do.
So.
Yeah, I got to work. Thanks, Dang. I appreciate it. Ooh, late night work. That's cool. But yeah, thanks, you guys. I'm going to be tomorrow. I am reviewing the original Ninja Turtles movie from 1990. I watched that earlier tonight. Really good. I think it still holds up. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. And thank you guys for chatting with me. I appreciate it. And until next time, have a great evening.